Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. And Sumanta Mukherjee has been a correspondent and supplier of puzzles to the channel for many years, but has now released a music video of himself playing the kalimba, an instrument I didn't really know. It's a very delicate sounding stringed instrument, and he's got arrangements of 6 works. He's planning to start a music channel, but we'll put a link under the video. But you may need headphones and volume control because it's such gentle, delicate music. It's really entertaining. But anyway, he's created a puzzle to celebrate the inception of his music channel. The puzzle's called Inception, and I'm looking forward to giving it a go today. I'll do the rules in a minute, but don't forget that there are a number of ways you can engage with our channel as well. You can get our apps, and they feature Thermo Sudoku and Line Sudoku and Killer Sudoku as well. And of course our new Fog of War app, which is going very well. Do check those out, they're great fun. Also on the links under the video you can find our merchandise, which is wonderful. SVEN'S Sudoku Pad, the best software out there. And of course, the way to our Patreon, where on the 1st of every month we publish a new Sudoku hunt, and then solution videos will come out for the $3 a month Patreons after the 20th, which is the closing date for the competition. And there's also the chance to watch Simon solving difficult Sudokus, me solving difficult crosswords, with slightly easier connections, though I don't always find it so easy. Loads of other stuff, so do check out the links under the video. It's well worth it. But the first link is to this puzzle, Inception, and it's got a variety of rules which I'm going to go through now. In each row, column and 3x3 box, we're going to put the digits 1 to 9 once each. That's normal Sudoku rules. Along a thermometer, digits increase from the bulb to the tip. On the between lines, these are the thin lines, the numbers on the lines must be strictly between mathematically the digits in the circles. So you could have a 1 and an 8 there, and 2, 3, 4, 5, say, on this line, although you could also have 2, 3, 4, and 7. Now, we've also got grey circles, which contain odd digits, cages, which show their sums, and that's it. And a given digit in the middle of the puzzle. Thank you, Samantha, for that 1. Give it a try on the link under the video. No idea how this plays, but I'm going to restart my clock and try now. Let's get cracking. Where do we start here? I think Simon would expect me to pencil mark the thermos. Well, since we have Sven's wonderful software where I can just hold down the button on the first cell of a 5-cell thermo and it highlights all those first cells of 5-cell thermos. This is quite a useful tool today. Now, what does that teach me? Are there any triples or anything turning up? I don't think so. Actually, look at this row. This is interesting. I've got to place 2, 3, and 4 in row 5. Yeah, 2 and 4 are a pair now in those cells because they can't go on these odd circles and they can't go on these thermometer tips. I wouldn't have seen that without pencil marking. Friends of mine would. I can also see that 2 in the central box has to be in one of those 2 cells. That takes 2, 9 as a combination out of these 11 gauges, which must leave 3 possibilities in each, and the odd digit is on the circle and the even digit is in the other cell. Now, I'm not parity colouring yet. Okay, where does that put me? 3 is in one of these odd circles, but I don't know, probably with a 5. Do I need to do more with the thermos? I think I probably do. Oh, and there's Right, the things I know about between lines include that 1 and 9 can never be on the lines. I'll tell you what, 1 can never be in the... Oh, we're looking at a Fistemafel ring situation here, aren't we? Sorry, if I'd been Simon, I would have started with this. Right, I'm going to teach you the Fistemafel ring. It's very simple. Here are 4 sets of the digits 1 to 9. Row 3, by rule, that must have 1 set. Row 7 must have another. Box 4, another. And box 6, a 4th. That's 4 sets of the digits 1 to 9. Here's another 4 sets in green. Column 1, column 2, column 8, and column 9. By rule, another 4 sets. So we have 2 sets of 2 groups of 4 sets of the digits 1 to 9. Now, if we remove all of these cells, which are clearly common to both sets once each, we just take them out, then we're left with the green cells and the orange cells, 16 of each, and they must be the same digits because we took exactly the same digits out of the set of 1 to 9. And this is the Fistemafel ring in orange. Fistemafel maybe didn't discover it, but popularized the discovery. And now, what does that tell us? Well, we know that in these cells we can't have 1 or 9. We know that in these cells we can't have 1. Yes, so in the Fistemafel ring we cannot have a 1. And that means that these bulbs can't be 1s. And that means that the next cells on the thermos cannot be 2s. Oh, can't do the highlighting trick anymore. Those can't be 2s. The third digits can't be 3s. The fourth digits can't be 4s. And the fifth digits can't be 5s. I missed something. I missed taking those 4s out there. And that's important. Now I've got a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sextuple in the central box. I know that 3 goes in one of those cells. That takes 3 out of these circles. That takes 8 out of these even cells. It makes these 2 an 8, 9 pair. Now I know there is a 9 in green somewhere because a 9 has turned up on the Fistemafel ring. And that 9 in green has to be in this box with a 3. Now, what else do I know? I know there can't be a second 9 in orange because there can't be a second 9 in green. So I know there's a 9 in one of those two. I'm taking the 9s out of those, and that takes 8s out of those, 7s out of these, 6s out of there, and 5 out of here. I wanted to say that every one of these thermos is going to be a one-stepper, meaning that it goes up in increments of 1 all the way, because they must now end in the digits 6, 7, 8, and 9. But I have to be a little careful, because I don't think I've proved that they can't all have, well, that they can't have identical circles. In fact, look, here's a 2, 3, 4, 5 quad that we've just created in row 4. That means the 5 is in one of these 2 cells, and that is not a 5 because it's in the same box. Oh, that's beautiful. Samantha has really done something special here. There's a 5 in one of those, so that's now a 7. That's our first digit in the puzzle after 6 minutes. That's a 4. This is 6, and that's 5. Now 5 is not in these bulbs, which does nothing else for me down here. 4, though, is not in those positions. But again, that doesn't change. Well, okay, it takes 3 out of those 2, because this is a 3, 5 pair. Where are we now? Oh, I've got a 3, 5 pair in the central row. Nine must be in one of those cells. These don't have, none of the circles of the bulbs are a 5 now. Oh, so what's that? Is that telling me something about 5s in the ring? No, I don't think it is. 6. It's odd that I know one of these cage fillers, but not the other. 1s in the corner boxes are either there, 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 and there, or in the other alternate dominoes rotating round. I've seen that pattern before occasionally. One of these two bulbs is a 4. And in that case, its thermo goes 5, 6, 7, 8, because it can't end in 9. Right, so one of these two is a 6. And that means there's no 6 in these cells or in any of these cells. One of these two is a 7, which I'm not so able to use. But one of these two is an 8. And that means I can take 8 out of those two cells. That's now a 7-9 pair. Then I take 7 out of these. That's a 5-8 pair. Then I take 5 out of those. This is now a 4-6 pair. Now I can take 7 out of these two. Right, so one of these goes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The other one goes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down here, though, we've definitely got a gap. One of these goes 8, 9, but the other goes 5, 7. So this is where the one stepper unwinds. So this is an 8 and a 5. One of these two is a 4. That's going to be an X-wing with the 4 up here, and that's going to use up the 4s for columns 3 and 7. These can't have 4s in now. And in one case, we're going to go 4, 3, 2 round the corner. 4, 3, 2. So one of these is a 3, 2 pair. The other one cannot start with a 3 on the bulb. One of them starts with a 2 on the bulb and has a 3 in the knuckle. So there's no 3 on the bulb. That's now a 2, 4 pair. One of these is a 3, but the other is higher and is on a journey between 4 and 8. So that is going to require this to be 6 or 7. If that was 4 and that was 8. This would be 5 or 6. This would be 6 or 7. So this is either 6 or 7 or 4. Neither of these bits can be 5s. Oh yeah, that was obvious from a 5-8 pair. I just hadn't worked it out the right way. Now, 9 in this column has to be in one of these cells, because 9's in one of those, so it's not here. Oh, then I was going to move to 9 in this row, having to be in one of these, but of course it can be here, so not so helpful this time. This is a very intricate puzzle, isn't it? You can suddenly see that. Okay, these 4 cells rather, include 1, 3, and 7. Oh, we've got a 2, 4, 3, 5 quad here. Actually, we've got all sorts of quads, haven't we? Do I know what these are? Maybe I do, really, because one of these goes 2, 5, 6, and the other goes 4, 7, 8. Where it goes 4, 7, 8, you're then going to have 6, 5. And where it goes 2, 5, 6. Yeah, for these bits, one of them is a 3, 4 pair. The other one is higher digits, 5 or 6, followed by 6 or 7. So on the side of this ring where we go 4, 7, 8, this must be a 6. And this must be a 5. And therefore 7 is never possible here, and 6 is never possible here. Ah, and that 3-9 thing in these 12 cages tells me what this digit is, and there we go. That is going to unwind all, I tell you, of the thermos. Every cell on a thermo is going to be done now. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is now 4, 3, 2. That must be 5. And they're all done, just like that. I also know all of the digits in the Fistemafel ring. I think we might have Sudoku to get us home quicker than trying to parse which of these go in which of the greens. However, I am going to note that there are 2 2s to go in the green areas. They won't be in the 12 cage. Anyway, 9 and 3 in column what's it are there. That's now a 1-2 pair. 1 in this row is in one of those cells. 1 in column 7 is in one of those. 1 in row 3 is in one of those. I'm going to be very surprised if that's not 1 and 9 in the circles. Now, these cages don't contain a 5, so they are 3, 9, 4, 8 in some order. That is now a 6-7 pair. These digits are from 1, 8, 9, and definitely include a 1. I want to say 7 has to be in one of these cells. Yes, it's true. In fact, look. 6, 5, 4, and 2, 6, 5, 4, and 2 are looking into all of these cells and must go down here. 6 can't be at that level, 5 can't be there. That's a 2, 4, 5, 6 triple. So these do contain 7 and 1 of 8 or 9. Now we've got 4, 3, 5. They all have to go up here. 2, 1. No, let's go over to this box. 2 has to go in here. And now I can't put 3 in the circle, because that would be the higher circle, and yet 2 would be excluded. So that's a 9. That's a 3. This is now the lower circle, and it sees 2, 3, 4, and 5. It must be the 1, as I suspected. Don't know quite what to do next. 6, 7, or 8 there. These are from 6, 7, 8, 9. This must be the high circle. Yeah, it must, because there's 4 to go in here. So this is the low circle. I'm sure that's going to be a 1. Well, it sees 2, 5, 3, 4, 6, so it is going to be a 1. And this digit is the remaining one out of 7, 8, 9. Oh, let's do Sudoku. 3 and 7 can't go there, they go here. 8 and 9. Oh no, one of them goes there. 1 is in one of those 2 cells, and one of the, in fact, in this column, that is a 1-2 pair, and I can write them in. I just don't know what I'm expecting about the individual Sudoku bits here. 6 is in one of those cells. Now, that is not a 6, because you couldn't get enough cells in here. Oh, I've got a 4 and a 5 already in this box. That's huge. 2, 3, 5, 4. Now, this is not a 4-8 pair anymore, so that's not a 3-9 pair. One, 2, 3, 9. I don't know how they get placed. I should keep going. This is the high digit, so that's the low one and is a 1. That's very obvious when I bother to look at it. Now, this one is fine. I don't need to do anything to that. This doesn't have a 5. Does it have to have a 6 in? If that was 6, no, it doesn't, I don't think. Oh, I've got a 2. That's Sudoku. Take that out of those cells. 3 comes out of those 2. Is definitely in that pair. 1 is a digit in one of those 2 and one of those. 9, 3, 4, 1. How are we meant to finish off this? This is, oh look, this is a naked single. It says 9, 2, 7, 1, 5 and a 4, 8 pair, and 3 in the box. So we can put a 6 in that corner. That fixes 7 and 6 down here. That is a naked 2 now. 6, 2, 1, 5, 7, 8 as a triple here. That's a 1, 2 pair. This is a 3, 9 pair. I don't think they're resolved yet. In the top row, that's a 6 now. Ooh, I was trying to put a 6 in there. This one is 8 or 9. It must be 8. That's Sudoku. That's a 9. That's an 8. That's a 9. These don't have a 9 in. That is now 9. That is not a 9, nor is this, which is now a 6 in this row. And now we've got to put one of 7 or 8 on the line and one in the circle. So that tells us which way round they go. And 6 there is looking down here. That looks across to one of the 12 cages and this 1, 2 pair. That fixes a 1 here. I must know what this digit is. It looks like 9. That looks across to the other 12 cage, and those bottom 2 rows are finished. Now, there's going to be some naked single up here. Well, no, hidden single. I can place 3. Then I can place 4. And then this is 7 and 5, and they're done. Excellent. That's the top 3 rows and the bottom 3 rows all complete. 9 and 7 here. That 9 is going to feed the 9, 3 pair, the 2, 3 pair, the 2, 1 pair, and there's just 1 pair left to go with a 1 and an 8. And that is a beautiful puzzle by Samantha. Absolute class in a glass, the sort of thing he does all the time. So check out his music, because that's going to be just as classy. And there is a link under the video. Thank you to Samantha for sending that. Congratulations on your new video and channel. And I hope to see puzzles still from you in the future using your other creative juices. Bye for now.